sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Welcome to the Little Lamb Show. Come on, Nancy kids. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Calling all children, it's time to gather round. God's little children, it's time to gather round now. Little lambs faithful to God's command. Blessed ones, the children in the church of Christ. It's time for our soul, it's time to sing and play, and for our faith to grow. By loving only your God's way. Little members of the Church of Christ, let's all gather round today. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Greetings to all our viewers and listeners, parents and kids all over the world. It's Saturday again, and welcome to our favorite visual show, INCRadio Little Lambs, the show for kids where we learn the life of Bible characters, different languages, interesting facts about food, plants, pets, and places. Most importantly, we are taught Christian values and character building. Since we are visual radio, our listeners can actually watch us in YouTube. Just type and search INCRadio and click live now.
Antes de apresentarmos nossos convidados, gostaríamos de expressar nosso agradecimento especial a irmão Ângelo Aranha Manalo, CEBSI presidente e CEO, obrigada, e nosso amado ministro executivo, irmão Eduardo V. Manalo. Muito obrigada por nos permitir ter esse INCRadio Little Lambs. Nós amamos você. Nós prometemos estar sempre unido a você, sendo ativo em muitas atividades da igreja e sempre obediente ao mandamento de Deus. In English, Paul. Before we introduce our guests, we would like to express our special thanks to Brother Angelo Urania Manalo, CEBSI President and CEO, thank you, Paul, and our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you very much, Paul, for allowing us to have this INCRadio Little Lambs. We love you, Paul. We promise to be always united with you by being active in the many church activities and always obedient to God's commandment. Thank you, Paul.
Merci, Sœur Ainsi et Frère Sean. Et bonjour à tous, je suis Sœur Alec à Montréal, Québec, Canada. Je suis votre chat co-host pour aujourd'hui. In English, both, thank you, Sister Ainsi and Brother Sean. And hello to all, I'm Sister Alec from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and I will be your chat co-host for today. Before we move on to our next segment, we would first like to introduce our teacher for today. From High Point, North Carolina, we have Teacher Andrew Wing. Hello, both, Teacher Andrew.
Hello, Sister Alec, Brother Sean, and everybody else. Thank you for tuning in today for Little Lambs. We're very excited about our Bible story, our vegetable of the day, and we're excited to see who chimes in our YouTube chat. Now, I was wondering how the weather was all around the world. Brother Xander, are you ready with the weather report from High Point, North Carolina?
Yes, but
Go ahead, Brother
the
Xander.
weather here in High Point, North Carolina is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees Celsius. There is a chance of rain. The high is 50 degrees today, but Fahrenheit, which is 10 degrees Celsius, but most of the snow has melted, but
Thank you very much, Brother Xander. Sister Alec, can we see how the weather is in the rest of the world?
Thank you po, Brother Xander and Teacher Andrew. And yes po, here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it is currently 0 degrees Celsius, which is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is mostly cloudy. Now we can move on there in Southern Ontario. We have Brother Jaser.
Good morning for everyone. The weather for today in Southern Ontario, Canada is positive 2 degrees Celsius with the wind of making it feel like minus 5 degrees Celsius. Thank you po.
Thank you po, Brother Jaser. Now let's move on to Sister Michaela and Brother Kayla. They're in Miami, Florida.
Hello po. Here in Miami, Florida, USA, it is currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 23 degrees Celsius, and the skies are currently cloudy po.
Thank you po, Sister Michaela. Now let's move on there in Brazil. We have Sister Incy.
Cumprimentos a todos. Aqui em Copacabana, Brasil, 11 sábados de manhã, hoje está ensolarado e muito quente, com uma temperatura de 31 graus Celsius ou 88 graus Fahrenheit. Obrigada. In English, greetings to all. Here in Copacabana, Brazil, 11 Saturday morning. Today is sunny and very hot with a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. But thank you po.
Thank you po, Sister Incy. And now let's ask the sisters there in Sweden what the weather is like. Sister Tenten, Sister Victoria.
Here in Stockholm, Sweden, it's 3 degrees Celsius spot and it's partly cloudy spot. And in Swedish spot, hej allihopa och vädret här i Stockholm, Sverige är det 3 grader Celsius och det är lite molnigt. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Now let's ask Brother Sean what's the weather like there in Macau, China.
In Macau po, it's 15 degrees and it's mostly clear po.
Thank you po. And how about there in Malaysia, Sister Kate?
Terima kasih Kakak Alec. Kecuali di Melaka, Malaysia adalah 25 darjah Celsius dan sebahagian niya mendung dengan kelembapan 88%. Sekarang ke bahasa English. Thank you, Sister Alec. The weather here in Melaka, Malaysia is 25 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy, with the humidity 88%. Thank you, Sister Alec. Back to you.
Thank you po. And last but not least, let's ask Brother David and Sister Christine there in Vietnam.
Hello po, here in Vietnam po, the weather is 27 degrees Celsius. It is partly cloudy po, but also hot. Thank you po.
Thank you so much po. And that concludes our weather segment. And let's now find out what our mystery vegetable is with Sister Kate.
Thank you, Sister Alec. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our third week of our Solving Mystery Vegetable. Did you like last week's vegetable? Did you get to eat broccoli this week? Did you try tasting it? Well, you should, because they are so good for your body. For us to like them, we need to know them, how they look like, and what are their super nutrients. So, are you ready to guess our vegetable for today? Here are the clues. Clues for this vegetable. Clue number 1 can be orange, white, red, yellow, or purple, but mostly orange. Clue number 2. A good source of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin A and vitamin K. Clue number 3. The edible part is the root. Clue number 4. Can be eaten raw or cooked and can be used in many dishes. Clue number 5. Can help with eyesight, immune system health, and skin health. And our last clue, can be used in salads, soups, stews, sauces, and cake. So what is this vegetable? That is mostly orange, rich in vitamin A, can be eaten raw or baked into a cake. Post your healthy guesses in the comment section below. Thank you po.
Excellent. I'm hungry. I remember the asparagus from before and the broccoli from before, and I can't wait to hear later in our program what yummy, delicious masarap vegetable this will be. I'm looking forward to it. Now, I want to go back to the weather for 1 minute, Sister Alec, because there's a polar vortex or a cold front that's going to go even into the southeastern part of the United States. That's how big it's going to be sometime next week. What can you say, Sister Alex, a tip for those listeners to stay warm who might be affected by this next week?
Yes, but because in Canada it's usually cold, I suggest to always layer up before you go out, and always when you come back home, make sure to stay warm and keep on your layers until you warm up. I think Brother Sean is raising his hand. Brother Sean.
Go ahead, Brother Sean.
I guess it is carrot.
I'm sorry. What did Brother Sean want to share with us?
I just guessed it was carrot.
Oh, you're correct. That was earlier than we expected to have the answer, but that's okay. You're absolutely correct. And let me show you that you're correct. I happen to have a yummy carrot right here, which I can't wait to eat, but I'm going to wait till after the show. And who can tell me an animal that likes to eat carrots? Who's raising their hand? I can't see. Oh, Sister Kate, what animal likes to eat carrots?
Rabbits po.
You're right. Rabbits love carrots, and so do some other animals. So they're very good for us. Now, Sister Alec, is the word of the show? What's next?
Yes, our next segment would be our word of the show with Sister Kenton and Sister Victoria. Take it away, sisters.
Hello, everybody. It's time for your favorite segments. Are you ready to unscramble the letters? Let's go and find out our word of the show. G-N-U-L-S. This body part is like a pair of balloons that allow us to breathe. When we inhale, this gets filled with air and expand. When we exhale, it gets smaller and push out carbon dioxide.
Now, nobody guessed it yet. We want to give those in our YouTube chat a chance to guess, and we will reveal later in our show what this most important body part, actually two body parts are, because we have two of them. But we were not going to spoil that. We're going to reveal that later. Now, Sister Alec, has anybody chimed in our YouTube chat?
Yes, but we have quite a few greetings today from Sister Janet Bart. Good morning from Bison 13 blog. Good evening sa inyong lahat. From our Christian Rhoda, happy Saturday evening everyone on INCRadio Little Lambs, and a happy watching and greetings from the local of Novelete district of Cavite here in the Philippines. From AJ Ancheta, good morning Little Lambs family, watching from the island of Cayman Islands, #Caribbean. From Brother Mario Oka, good evening here in the Philippines, and enjoy watching here in INCRadio Little Lambs, greetings from local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. From Noan Ledesma, happy watching Little Lambs time now. #Grand Cayman CL, #INCRadio Caribbean. From Erlinda Tayab, happy watching to all brethren all over the world from local ng Grand Cayman distrito ng Caribbean. From Sister Denise De Cuesta, happy viewing to all, #Stockholm. And from Adrian Cheta, wow, these kids are awesome po. And from Redem Zion De Cuesta, happy viewing to all po, #Stockholm. And happy birthday, Ate Altea. From Just Bokobo, good day to all Little Lambs. May God always bless this program with the church. Take care always po, happy watching po. And from Lisa Castillo, happy watching po, #Stockholm, Sweden, Northern Europe. And greetings po to local La Cuesta family. From our teacher, Jean Jimeno, good morning, brethren. Thank you for watching INCRadio Little Lambs, #Miami, Florida. And from Francis Mascaripa, happy watching from the District of Caribbean. Thank you, Paul.
Wow, our chat is very active. Now, Sister Alec, is our Bible story next?
Yes, Paul. Teacher Andrew, take it away, Paul.
First of all, the title is Nehemiah's Prayer, but who is going to help us today? Brother Xander will portray Hanani. Brother David will portray Nehemiah, and Brother Jazer will portray King Artaxerxes. Today we will listen to the first part of the story of Nehemiah and his role in rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. Jewish exiles from Babylonia were able to return to Jerusalem, and after almost 100 years, some improvements in the city had been made. A new temple had been built, but the walls and the gates were as much as the Babylonians had left them, in ruins. Nehemiah, son of Hakaliah, was in the capital city of Susa, serving as the cupbearer to King Artaxerxes. One of Nehemiah's brothers, named Hanani, came from Judah together with some men. Nehemiah asked them about the Jews who lived through the captivity and also about Jerusalem. They answered,
Nehemiah, those who are left from the captivity are back in the area of Judah, but they are in much trouble and are full of shame. The wall around Jerusalem is broken down and its gates have been burned.
When Nehemiah heard these things, he sat down and cried for several days. He was sad and did not eat food. Nehemiah prayed to the God of heaven and said,
Lord, God of heaven, you are the great God who is to be respected. You keep your agreement of love with those who love you and obey your commands. Listen carefully. Look at me. Hear the prayer your servant is praying to you day and night. I am praying for your servants, the people of Israel. I confess the sins we Israelites have done against you. My father's family and I have sinned against you. We have been wicked towards you. We have not obeyed the commands, rules, and laws you gave your servant Moses. Remember what you taught your servant Moses. You said, if we are unfaithful, you will scatter us among the nations. But if we come back to you and obey your commands, you will gather your people, you will gather them from the far ends of the earth, and you will bring them from captivity to where you have chosen to be worshipped. They are your servants and your people. You have saved them with your great strength and power. Lord, listen carefully to my prayer. I am your servant, and listen to the prayers of your servants who love to honor you. Give me, give me your servant success today. Allow this king to show kindness to me.
one day King Artaxerxes wanted some wine. So Nehemiah, the cupbearer, took some and gave it to the king. Nehemiah had not been sad in the king's presence before. So the king said,
Why does your face look sad? You are not sick. Your heart must be sad.
Nehemiah got very afraid and said to the king,
May the king live forever. My face is sad because the city where my ancestors buried lies in ruins, and its gates have been destroyed by fire.
Then the king said to Nehemiah,
What do you want?
first, Nehemiah prayed to the God of heaven. Then he told the king what he wanted.
Send me to the city in Judah where my ancestors are buried. I will rebuild it. Do this if you are willing and if I have pleased you.
Then the king, with the queen sitting beside him, asked Nehemiah,
How long will your trip take? When will you get back?
it pleased the king to send Nehemiah. So he set a time. Nehemiah also asked the king,
If you are willing to give me letters for the governors west of the Euphrates River, tell them to let me pass safely through their lands on my way to Judah. And may I have a letter for Asaph? He is the keeper of the king's forest. Tell him to give me timber. I will need it to make the boards for the gates of the palace. It is by the temple. The wood is also for the city wall and the house I will live in.
So the king gave Nehemiah the letters. This was because God was showing kindness to Nehemiah, as he had prayed. So he went to the governors west of the Euphrates River, gave them the king's letters. The king also sent the army officers and soldiers on horses with Nehemiah. Now, in our story, and Sister Alec helped me pick someone who's raising their hand after I asked the question. What did Nehemiah do that was so important so things would start to go well again for God's people? Starts with the letter P. Who's raising their hand? Do you know, Sister Alec? Okay, yes, Brother Xander.
Prayer.
He prayed, correct. Very good, Brother Xander. So let us remember, if we want things, it's very important for us to pray, especially if we want things to go better, so that God can guide us and God can help things to go well for us. Now, what we're going to do is take a short break, and we're going to listen to some other happenings on INCRadio from all over the world. And then we come back from our break, we will have our Bible quiz. So let us listen and see what we have to hear from INCRadio.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Your Spotify playlist just got more exciting and inspiring because the INC Original Music is now on Spotify. Search up INC Original Music and discover songs about our faith and love, songs for our family and friends, songs full of hope, songs that keep us going. Add them all up to your favorite Spotify playlist. You can explore uplifting INC Original Music in a variety of styles and genres. Share your INC Original Music playlist to your friends. It's now even easier to share our faith and much easier to uplift ourselves and others through Christian music. INC Original Music, now available on Spotify.
Overseas Filipino worker ka ba? May plano ka maging isang OFW?
Baguhan o matagal ng OFW?
Pamilya ng OFW? Para sa iyo ang programang ito ang
People Inspire People! Every Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time.
Sister Alec, so it's our Bible quiz next.
Yes, well, Teacher Andrew, and we have Sister Michaela and Brother Kalan to lead us in our Bible quiz.
It's time for our Bible quiz. For our first question, what was Nehemiah's job in the king's palace?
Letter A, gardener. Letter B, chief cook. Letter C, cupbearer. Or letter D, governor.
Yes, Brother Xander?
C, pot, cupbearer, pot.
Brother Xander is right. Let's go to the next question.
Who was Nehemiah's brother who came to see him and informed Nehemiah of the situation in Jerusalem?
Letter A, Zechariah. Letter B, Hanani. Letter C, Artaxerxes. Or letter D, Asa.
Yes, Sister Tenten?
B, Hanani.
Very good answer. Let us go to the next question.
What was the condition of the people who were back in the area of Judah? A. Wealthy. B. Powerful. C. Influential. Or D. In much trouble and full of shame.
Yes, Brother Sean?
Letter D po. Letter D. In much trouble and full of shame.
Very good. You're correct, brother. Very good. Next question, please.
What needs to be rebuilt and repaired in Jerusalem? Letter A. The roads. Letter B. Bridges. Letter C. Temple. Or letter D. The walls and gates.
Yes, Sister Kate?
D. The wall and the gates.
Very good, Sister Kate. Thank you. Next question.
How did Nehemiah feel hearing the news from his brother? Letter A. Scared. Letter B. Sad. Letter C. Angry. Or letter D. Encouraged.
Brother Xander?
B. Sad po.
Very good, brother Xander. Next question, please.
What did Nehemiah do because he felt sad with what he learned? Letter A. He gave money to Hanani. Letter B. He asked the king to hire Hanani. Letter C. He prayed to the God of heaven. Or letter D. He ran away from the place. Palace.
Yes, Brother David?
C. Paul, he prayed to the God of heaven.
Very good, brother David. Excellent. Next question.
What do you mean? Because Nehemiah wants to help gather God's people and rebuild the walls and the gates of Jerusalem, what did he ask God in his prayer? Letter A. Allow the king to send workers and directors to Jerusalem. Letter B. Help the people move to another place. Letter C. Allow the king to show kindness to Nehemiah. Or letter D. Allow the king to hire all people in Jerusalem.
Sister Victoria?
Letter C. Allow the king to show kindness to Nehemiah.
Very good, Sister Victoria. Sister Victoria is only 6 years old, and all our young little lambs are answering very, very well. Sister Alec, how about in the chat? Has anybody answered any of our Bible quiz questions?
Yes, po, in our previous question, Sister Janice Lacuesta, Sister Victoria Zain Lacuesta, and Tenton's World got the correct answer po. Thank you po.
Excellent. Very good. We can see our support from Sweden and the rest of the world. Let us go to the next question on our Bible quiz.
What did the king notice about Nehemiah? Letter A. And Nehemiah looked happy. Letter B. Nehemiah looked sad. Letter C. Nehemiah appeared to be lazy. Or letter D. Nehemiah looks angry.
Sister Kate?
B. Nehemiah looks sad po.
Very good. Correct answer. Next question, please.
What was the reason of Nehemiah's sadness? Letter A. He was overworked. Letter B. He was being bullied in the palace. Letter C. The city where his ancestors were buried lies in ruins. Or letter D. He wanted a promotion.
Yes, Sister Angsy?
Letter C po. The city where his ancestors were buried lies in ruins.
Very good. Correct answer. Next question, please.
When the king asked Nehemiah what he wants, what did Nehemiah say? Letter A. He could be sent to Judah, they can rebuild it. Letter B. If the king could send people to rebuild it. Honestly, if he could be promoted so he can have more money, what would it be? If the king could hire all these.
Brother Xander?
A bot, if he could be sent to Judah so he can rebuild it. Bot.
Very good, Brother Xander. Next question.
Aside from the permission to go back to Jerusalem, what did Nehemiah ask from the king to give to the governors? Letter A, gold and silver. Letter B, gifts. Letter C, letters. Or letter D, weapons.
Sister Victoria, she's super excited to answer.
Letter C.
Very good, Sister Victoria. Yes, they were given the letters. This is very important, and we love your enthusiasm, Sister Victoria. What is our next question?
Who is Asaph in our story? Letter A, keeper of the king's forest. Letter B, keeper of the king's livestock. Letter C, head carpenter. Or letter D, keeper of the king's quarry.
Brother David?
A keeper of the king's forest.
Very good answer. Correct. Let us move on to our final question in our Bible quiz.
What would Asaph provide Nehemiah? Letter A, rocks. Letter B, timber. Letter C, metal. Or letter D, food and water.
Yes, for Brother Jeezer?
The timber, boy.
Very good, Brother Jaser. Now, I believe that all our questions were answered correctly, but how about in our chat, Sister Alec?
Yes, but Sister Victoria Zion the Quester and Sister Denise the Cuesta, Tenton's World, and Sister Ophelia Ibanez got the correct answer in our previous questions.
Now, I already asked a question before, and it has the same answer that it had before. But let's say we do something wrong. What should we do? Who can help us? If we do something wrong, what should we do? Yes, sister. Okay, Brother Xander?
We pray.
Very good. And what should we ask forgiveness of, Brother Xander?
Our sin. Bot.
Very good. So that's what's very important about the story. Now, did Nehemiah leave things as they were, or did he pray to God and take action? What do you think? Did he leave things as they were, or did he pray and take action?
He prayed and take action. Bot.
Very good. So let us remember in our lives, we should pray, but not only pray, take action to make sure we do what is right. Now, what is next, Sister Alec?
Our next segment is Healthy Kids, and we could actually first learn our figure out our word of the show.
Okay, so Sister 1010 and Sister Victoria, everybody think of what your guess is going to be and show us the scrambled word, first of all. Still scrambled. What is it, Sister? And that's GNULS, correct? Now we're going to unscramble that, but instead of counting 1, 2, 3, I'm going to count like there's a rocket launch coming off. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. And then right after that, everybody say to the word of the day. 3, 2, 1.
Lungs.
Very good. Everybody got it right. Now, who can tell us about healthy kids and lung facts? Who is going to be helping us with that, Sister Alec? Who's going to read to us about the healthy kids lung facts? Sister Alec, can you read to us the Healthy Kids lung facts?
Yes, but your left lung is smaller than your right lung, so to accommodate for your heart. Next one, but 70% of waste is eliminated through your lungs just by breathing. Third one, but you can live with only one lung. Fourth, no matter how hard we exhale, our lungs will always retain 1 liter of air in the airways. This makes the lungs only human organs that could float on water. Next one, but oxygen only plays a small part in our breathing. The air we breathe contains 21% oxygen, but our bodies only use 5%. The rest is exhaled. The children and women are faster breathers than men because their breathing rate is higher. And now let's learn how to take care of our lungs.
What should we wash? What do our parents tell us to wash? Yes, Brother Jaser.
Wash our hands, but
Very good. Should we be lazy all the time or should we exercise? Brother Xander.
Exercise, Bob.
Very good. Who can tell us a way to exercise? Brother Sean, how do you exercise? What's the way you do?
eat healthy food.
Eat healthy foods is good, but what kind of physical activity do you do so that you can get your body in shape and you can get air into your lungs? All right, brother, what do you do, Brother Xander?
Running or jogging outside, but you can also exercise by using weights, Bob.
Very good. Now the clue is bedtime. What do we need to get enough of? Sister Kate?
Get enough sleep, Bob.
Very good. Get enough sleep. So when our parents ask us to go to bed, are we going to make all sorts of excuses or will we say thank you, pray, and go to sleep? We'll say thank you, pray, and what will we go to? Yes, Brother Xander?
Sleep, Bob.
Very good. And what should we eat that's healthy? Yes, Brother Sean.
Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables. And I remember, so I'm going to show you, what am I holding in my, 1 second. Sorry, I've got to fix this. I'm sorry. What am I holding in my hand? Yes, Brother Jaser.
A carrot, but
Carrot. And if we remember, last week we mentioned broccoli, and the week before we mentioned asparagus. And then one of my favorite things to eat is called ampalaya, or in English, bitter melon. But you may have your favorites. They should all be, hopefully all our favorites are healthy food. And sometimes I saw Sister Alex give an expression when I mentioned the ampalaya or the bitter melon. If you can't eat that straight, you can mix it with eggs or tomatoes or mungo beans or some other types of food. So sometimes if you want to eat a certain vegetable, but you're not used to it, you can combine it with other foods. So who here has had a dish with a lot of different vegetables in it? And what is it and how much do you like it? Yes, Brother Xander.
I would probably like tinola with a bunch of spinach, Bob.
Oh, that sounds delicious and very nutritious. That sounds like a winning combination. Now, wear our mask when there's smog, dust, smoke, or other air pollutants. And I'll give you an example. In the state of California, in the city of Los Angeles, there unfortunately are some burning wildfires. So I know brethren there, and what they do is they wear a mask when they go outside because there's so much ash in the air from the burning fires. Also, if you go to certain congested areas, you may want to wear a mask. Ask your parents when you should and should not wear a mask, and they can help you. For instance, now I want to see if anybody gets the humor in this. Would you wear a mask if you were sleeping alone in your bedroom? What do you think, Brother Sean? Would you do that?
No. Well,
Very good, because you really don't need it, and it might make it a little bit harder to breathe. So if you're not sure about when to wear your mask and when not to wear your mask, ask your parents and they can help you. Now, do deep breathing exercises. Who can tell me why you would want to put your hand on your back when you're practicing deep breathing exercises? What are you checking for? Has anybody ever done that when you've been breathing and you put your hand on your lower back? Anybody know why you might want to do that? Okay, because so Sister Alec, let's say you're a Hmong Awit or a choir member and you're practicing breathing drills and you want to make sure you're getting your full lung capacity. When you breathe in, you should feel something on your lower back. You should feel air coming into your lungs down there. It should not just be coming into your chest, but it should be coming into your lungs everywhere. Now, you don't have to always put your hand on your lower back, but every once in a while, if you're just checking your deep breathing, you may want to do that. Now, examples of exercises to our lungs. Blow bubbles. So who here likes to blow bubbles? And sometimes we can blow bubbles and then we can chase in the bubbles to get our exercise. Is that correct? So blowing bubbles and chasing bubbles, although maybe this time of year, if we're in North Carolina or Ontario or Sweden, it might be a little bit cold for us to blow bubbles. So we might want to wait till March or April or May or whatever the right month is, so it's warm enough so we can be outside and do that. Longest breath hold game. I was showing you how I might be holding my breath. I cover my mouth, close it, and I pinch my nose. And I hold my breath. And then you try to count in your head to a certain number. And maybe first of all, you maybe count to a small number, but after you practice, you can hold it longer and count to a higher number. So that's very good. Now we're going to have translation. And Sister Alec, help me. When I say lungs, what does it translate to in Tagalog or Filipino?
Baga.
Baga. So then we'll go to Sister Kate. Can you help us with the translation of lungs?
Okay, po. The translation part in Malay and Chinese po, for Malay is paru, paru, and for Chinese po is fei, fei.
Paru and Fei. Is that correct, Po?
Opo, paru, paru, and fei.
Paru and Fei. Now, Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria, please repeat what Sister Kate shared with us, and then please give us the translation in Swedish for lungs.
Can you repeat it again, po?
Okay, po. For Malay is paru, paru.
Paru, paru.
And in Chinese po is fei.
Fei.
Opo, correct po.
Ow! In Swedish po, lungs in Swedish, it's lungor.
And you know, I just found out that paru is butterfly in Tagalog or Filipino. So that's our word humor from today. Now, what I would like to do is, Sister Ansi, are you there? And if so, can you repeat it in Swedish? And if you need to be pronounced again, that's okay. And then translate it for us in Portuguese.
Can you repeat it again po?
Lungor.
Lungor.
Yes,
Is it
po.
correct po? Okay, thank you po. In Portuguese po, it's pulmões. Pulmões.
Pumoy?
Pulmões.
Pumoy. Interesting. Now, Sister Alec, who did I miss in our translation? Do we have anybody else who could translate?
I
Go
actually
ahead.
have a translation po in French po. But first, I'll read Sister Inci's in Portuguese. Sorry, sister, could you repeat it one more time, po?
Of course po, it's pulmões. Pulmões.
Pulmões. Thank you, po. In French, po, it's very similar actually, po. It's poumon.
Pumo.
Yes.
Now, is there anybody else who can translate, or have we gone through all our translators, Bo?
I think we have Brother Sean, but
Oh, Brother Sean, go ahead.
So I just see in this translation, in lungs in Chinese is fei. Fei.
Hey, now, Sister Kate, can you explain the two different types of Chinese we have translated with today so our listeners understand?
The he here's it for the what it looks like, but he said it correctly.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Because there are different Chinese dialects, and so it's interesting to know about that. But I don't know if are there more Filipino dialects or Chinese dialects, or do you know? We can research that and maybe share that next week. It's interesting how different languages in different places have different variations. So we have to be very alert when we're studying languages. And now, our Sister Alec, are we going to our section on fun facts?
yes, but we actually have a fun activity for today, Bob.
Good. And what is our fun activity?
It's saying take a deep breath in one breath, Bob, and whoever could do it the longest, Bob, is the winner.
Oh, okay. Take a deep breath. I will see if anybody can beat me. As you know, I'm Lolo or Granddad. So who would like to say it? Who would like to say it longer than I did?
Let's ask Brother Sean, Bob. I see him practicing already.
Take a deep breath.
Very good. Congratulations, Brother Sean. You not just beat me, you beat me by a lot. So congratulations. We should be happy for those who do well because we like all of us to do well in that. It shows we have good breathing capacity. Now, who else would like to try to say in one breath a very long take, and so on and so forth? Take a deep breath. Who would like to say it in elongated fashion?
Let's ask Brother Jazer, Bob.
Take a deep breath.
Very good. Now, who else would like to challenge Brother Jazer, Brother Sean, and myself and give a very long rendition of saying take a deep breath?
Let's see if Brother Xander can, Bob.
Take a deep breath.
Now, we're running a little bit against time, but very quickly, lungs begins with what letter?
L.
L, very good. So, who can say an animal beginning with L? Yes, Brother Xander.
Lion.
Lion. Who can say a country beginning with L?
Sister Tenten, Bob?
London.
Well, London is a place. It's in England or Great Britain. And what did Sister Victoria or Sister 1010 say? I didn't hear your L.
Lebanon.
Lebanon. Very good. Very good. Now, and who can say a vegetable beginning with L?
Sister Michaela?
Lettuce po.
Lettuce. Very good. So we are good with the letter of L. Sister Alec, do we have any greetings from the live chat?
Yes po, from Sister Zion Lacuesta, happy viewing to all po. And from Nayon, watching from the local Stockholm, Sweden, happy viewing to all brethren. And actually po, in the beginning of our chat po, Sister Jess Bokobo said carrots po, and lungs as well po, for our mystery vegetable and our bird of the show. And Sister Zion Cuesta, hello Tita Lisa Castillo, thanks for watching po. From Francis Mascaria, happy viewing from the District of Caribbean. And Sister Victoria Zion Lacuesta said word of the show, lungs, belated happy birthday, Nanay Presi Lacuesta. From Lani, happy Saturday po, Little Lambs, greetings from Long Island City, District of New York. From Sister Denise Lacuesta, happy birthday, Nanay Presi, happy birthday, Lola Edna Padre, and happy, from Selma Mariano po, happy viewing from Stockholm, Sweden. From Rudy Fernandez, happy belated birthday po to Nanay Presi Lacuesta. From Noan Ledesma, happy Little Lambs time now po, hey, hashtag INCRadio Caribbean. And happy birthday po, Nanay Edna Padre. From Selma Mariano, hello po to all brethren, greetings from Stockholm, Sweden, District of Northern Europe. From Rudy Fernandez, hello po to all brethren, local of Stockholm, Sweden. From Nathaniel Russell, hello po from South Central States. From Mel Barakis, sorry if I messed up your name, watching from local of Athens, District of Mediterranean. From Sister Ophelia Ibanez, hello Little Lambs, and to all viewers, well, happy watching for greetings from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, District of Ottawa. And from Regina Kalimlim, hello everyone watching from local of Washington, D.C. And we also have Sister Tenten's World and Selma Mariano and Noan Ledesma that said lungs or carrots before our mystery, vegetable, and word of the show. And from AG Ancheta, good job, Brother Sean and Brother Jazer. Nice one, Brother Xander.
Excellent. And I would like to greet the extension of Nashville that's in the Ecclesiastical District of Virginia. And that, by the way, is called the Musical City. A happy 13th anniversary to the extension of Nashville, Tennessee. Now, does anybody have any greetings you would like to share or a shout out you would like to share? Who's raising their hand, Sister Ellie?
Sister Makila and Brother Kalen po.
We'd like to greet our family members around the world po, and to our Tita Lulu who's celebrating her birthday on Monday po.
Excellent. And we would like to greet Sister Jean Jimeno, who is behind the scenes today, and Sister Jane Escuito, who's behind the scenes also today, and say thank you to our Kuya techs who always help us out so very much. Who else has a greeting? Yes, Sister Alec.
Yes, but I'd first like to greet my family po, and to all our viewers and listeners, and as well as the brethren in the District of Ottawa, Canada. Thank you for watching. Yes, but Brother Xander?
I'd like to greet my parents, my sisters, and my brother, and all the viewers watching today's Little Lamb show.
Very good, Brother Xander. I'd like to greet all the district ministers around the world. I'd like to greet Brother Gary Garcia in the Ecclesiastical District of the Caribbean. I'd like to greet Brother Steve Inocencio in the Ecclesiastical District of Virginia, and all the other district ministers around the world. And also our resident minister, Brother Alvin Apalacio, who happens to be Brother Xander's dad. And I'd like to greet the Barr family who is joining us today for the first time. Sisters, if you would like to say hi, you can just say hi for a second so we can see you on the screen.
Hello.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, Sister Alec, I think we need to go to the extra. Who's going to give us our extra or our closing?
Yes, but we have Sisters Christine and Brother David for our extra.
Yes, Bob. To all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. If you really enjoyed our show, don't forget to click like and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet to INCRadio, click to the subscribe button below. See you next Saturday and let's find out what happened next to our Bible characters. Stay tuned for That's in the Bible.